Good afternoon, folks. In today's video, we're going to be talking about mock draft. It's my very first mock draft. Yes, it's not officially the offseason yet, but we can definitely talk about draft and talk about at least what the Lions got ahead of them if things were to stay the same. Now, look, in the draft here, it's April 23. That is when the draft's going to be in Pennsylvania this year. It's a pivotal draft for the Detroit Lions. Why is that? Because they need talent to compete. And the rules for this mock draft here, look, there's going to be, we're just using the picks that we currently are assigned. And right now we're sitting at pick 17 in the first round, so there you go. There's going to be no trades in this draft. I'm kind of going with the situation of what I've seen, at least from schools, from Brad Holmes, and obviously kind of the needs that we need. And I did multiple simulations to get the same players near the same round. So I'm not getting the best players of each draft. In sense, I'm not getting the best player of every single round, so it makes the draft just look amazing, because that's just not how things go, right? That's just not how it works. The Lions, we got a couple of draft picks here. Now, we may get an extra fourth-round pick with DJ Reed and the issues of free agency and the lack thereof time that he was on the field. With that said, it has not been assigned to us at this point, so I have not added that one to this spot as of yet. So, and look, the Lions can go in many different ways with the first pick, right? We know the issues, the lines, right? The pass rush, the offensive line, and all that. So, do you believe that the Lions should go offense with that first pick in the draft? That would be pick 17 currently. Why for yes and for no? And now let's go ahead and get into my mock draft. And round one, pick 17, I have the Detroit Lions selecting offensive tackle Kadyn Proctor from Alabama. He's 6'7", 336 pounds. And I tell you what, he is a body mover and a guy that could really help out the Detroit Lions offensive line. We don't know the future right now currently of Taylor Decker, our left tackle. He has been injured throughout this season, and we need a guy that can be violent and explosive, and that's exactly what Proctor is. He's great with his hams. He's got quality lateral movement, natural knee bend, and his ability to protect the quarterback is pretty damn good. He could project to be better than a young Taylor Decker. Good in the run game as well. And look, if you add him to the Detroit Lions offensive line, say Taylor Decker does leave, Proctor here, you got Mahogany. We don't know what's going on with Tate Ratledge. Will he play center or will he stay at right guard and right tackle? But we're getting better on the offensive line. We are getting younger, and that's really important. So I want you to grade the pick, grade the mock draft right now so far. A, B, C, D, or F. Give me your thoughts about my first pick. Let's go ahead and jump to the second pick right here. We got round two, pick 50. And I have the Detroit Lions selecting pass rusher Kenyatta Jackson out of Ohio State. The Lions needed to get a pass rusher, and this guy is the prototypical size that we like, 6'6", 265. He's had 16 solo tackles this year, 6.5 sacks, 0 forced fumbles, a total 27 tackles and 16, like I said, a solo. He can come on and help the Lions pass rush immediately. Now, it would be kind of funny because you got Aiden Hutchinson on the opposite side. But when it comes to Jackson here, he has got elite length at 78 inches that creates that natural leverage. He's got explosive first step. He's combined with a 4.65 speed, generating immediate pressure. He displays remarkable bend and flexibility. High-level awareness. He's got to get better at tackling right there. He needs a little bit more pass rush and moves, and he just needs more production on the field. But boy, oh boy, when it comes to his size and what he can project to, he could be a player that the Lions take and have on this defensive line to scare defense or scare offenses for many years. Let me talk to you about today's sponsor of the video, and it's my favorite sponsor. I love it. Look, Christmas is almost here, and I am ready to receive my gift, and I already know what I'm getting because I already told my whole family that I want Omaha steaks, and that's going to give me a lot of cheer because I love those steaks, and I'm a huge fan of Omaha steaks. They're my go-to option for holiday dinners, and they are my perfect gift I think that you could give for Christmas. From effortless holiday hostings to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. With Omaha Steaks, you know exactly what you are getting. USDA certified tender steaks, premium proteins, elegant sides, and decadent, indulgent desserts. Shop this season's top gourmet gifts at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with code LIONS at checkout. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality to variety of every bite that is backed by their 100% guarantee. Every steak is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. Omaha Steaks delivers an exclusive lineup of USDA-certified tender steaks and their fan-favorite filet mignon that I have, and I achieved the distinction of USDA-certified very tender. So save big money on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for an extra $35 off. Use code LIONS at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code LIONS. Link and description is going to be in the comment section of this video. It's going to be pinned right there for you. All right, let's continue on with the mock draft here. We're going in round 4, pick 188, because we don't have a third round pick. I have the Detroit Lions selecting center Matt Gulbin out of Michigan State, the 6'4", 312 product. He has played a long time at State right there. Now, look, the offensive line hasn't been good for that team. But with that said, Gulbin was definitely the best member of the unit. He was a very strong and gritty SOB on the offensive line. He was the highest graded member of Michigan State's offense with a minimum of 100 snaps, according to PFF, netting an 82.1. He project to be a really solid center for the NFL. And for me, for the Detroit Lions, if you want to be a dominant team, you need to build the lines. And that's exactly what you'd be doing here in this year's draft. And I think that would be quality to build that offensive line. So I want you to grade this mock draft, A, B, C, D, or F so far. Give me your thoughts. Let's continue on with round 5 here, pick 134. I wanted to go in a direction of defense. I needed to get a safety here because the Lions need safety help with the issues to Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch. I went Keon Sabb out of Alabama, 6'1", 204. 25 solo, 0 forced fumbles, 1 interception, okay, 3 pass defense for this safety. Tough SOB here out of Alabama. Now, look, he's not the greatest right now, but he would be a good developing safety for the Lions. We drafted a safety last year, Dan Jackson as well, who got injured. But the Lions need to get a player to develop, and I think Saab can be a guy that they look to develop and help out. And that's what we just need, right? Developing player to back up, because we don't know what's going on with the rest of our guys. So I want you guys to grade the mock draft right now. A, B, C, D, or F. Let's continue on here with round 6, pick 157. I wanted to give some Lions some help on offense by going to tight end here. Joe Royer out of Cincinnati, 6'5", 250 pounds. We needed to get somebody that could play tight end that's not injured. Brock Wright, Sam Laporte is injured. Shane Zylstra was injured all. And you got Joey Royer here. 29 receptions, 416 yards, 4 touchdowns, 14.3. He's actually good. You could put him in the slot even for a tight end. He's very good with his hands. He's got exceptional ball skill, very gritty. Soft when catching the football. Excellent football IQ. He demonstrates patience in his routes. He waits till plays develop. He still needs to get a little bit better as a blocker, but that's something that can improve in coaching. He could improve in functional strength. Hey, that's just going into the gym. This guy could be a solid tight end. You could, if the Lions decide they want to, they keep the Sam Laporta and Brock Wright. You could have these three, and then he develops, and he could be a solid option. Remember, Brock Wright, though, was undrafted. So the Lions are good at finding players in the mid-rounds or late rounds for a tight end and such. So let's go ahead and jump to the next pick here in round 6. 205, the Lions select Adam Randall. Yeah, running back. I wanted to get a bowling ball, power, strong running back. Now, he's not small. He's 6'2", 230 pounds out of Clemson. 157 carries, 779 yards, 9 touchdowns, an average of 5. He is a really, really strong size and power. That's what makes him really, really good. Big frame. Hard to tackle this guy. And what the Lions could do is if they decided to, and we don't know yet, or even if they don't decide to, because you don't have Craig Reynolds anymore, Sione Vaki is always injured, he could be a Demo replacement, or you could just have 1, 2, 3. But I would love to have a big, big, big running back that can hit the hole, right? Just frickin' pow through people. And to me, that sounds like something that Dan Campbell and this offense would like to get. We'll see what type of OC they have in 2026. But more power on the run, I'm all about. Now let's go ahead and jump to the final pick, or no, not the second to final pick in this mock draft. 207, the Detroit Lions are selecting linebacker Austin Romaine out of Kansas State. Why not add on some linebacker? Alex Anzalone's probably going to be gone this year, and we can get another guy that can throw in there. 41 solo, 0.5 sacks. He's developmental with just 1 interception. Romaine is excellent run recognition. That's where he's good at, is stopping the run game, and obviously that's something that we really like here. He's good at closing speed. He's got very good instincts in the run game, and he's fundamentally sound in tackling. He struggles, though, in hand placement. He needs a little bit of more strength. Again, that would be going into the gym, getting into football shape. A developing player, not too bad if you ask me. Throw him in the linebacking room. Now let's go to the final pick in round 7, 207. We're going to go with defensive lineman here, pass rusher Jamon Tapp out of Southern Miss. I just wanted to get more defensive linemen. Why not? This guy, he's not the greatest, but he had 7.5 sacks, and he is 275. We need to get someone to hit the quarterback. 18 solo. He's a developmenting pass rusher to get this defensive line better. Who knows what's going to go on with Wingo? Pascal's probably gone. Davenport's going to be gone. The Lions need more players on that defensive line. So I want you to grade the mock draft right now. A, B, C, D, or F. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Adios.